Welcome on in.
Episode 54.
Garrett, stop. No, I'm kidding. I don't know any.
Brad Lidge. I might be wrong, though. That's a baseball pitcher. Basketball player 54. No idea.
Yeah, I don't know. But
we got an action-packed episode today, full of segments that you're used to. It's time for the college report. So as we peruse our standings here, we see the similar teams on top. It is still Arizona. It's still Michigan. It's still Duke. Now after that, we have seen Purdue fall off a ledge. They lost again. This is before I checked any Saturday scores, by the way, folks. I've been busy working today. Did you see any games?
I think Wisconsin won.
All right, that doesn't matter.
Not that it matters.
I'm talking about the top 25 teams, where teams like North Carolina are still in the mix. Teams like Virginia, they're in the middle of the mix. Those teams, and then we got teams like Michigan State, like
Georgia Tech.
No, they're not ranked.
Georgia. Alabama.
Alabama's ranked, all right. They're at the end of it, though. Same with St. John's. They're at the end of it.
Providence.
No. Vanderbilt.
Jared.
No. I'm talking about the university. Well, we've seen Cameron Boozer continue his dominance. A lot of people do think it's basically him and Darren Peterson at this point. So, for top freshmen, and I do see that DeBansta is kind of falling off, in my opinion. I saw him almost blow a lead this week.
Almost?
Yeah, I think it was Monday.
Almost.
They almost blew a lead. You didn't watch it?
No. What does it matter if they won?
They lost.
You said they almost blew a lead.
Oh, it was Arizona, sorry. They almost beat Arizona. DeBansta had a bad game, though. It was his teammates.
What?
DeBansta, he's kind of mid, in my opinion. He's too raw for me to say number one over Boozer. I even think Peterson's now above him. You've started to see DeBansta slide in a lot of mock drafts. I don't know if you've been paying attention, but I have.
Since when did college stats matter for drafting?
No, it's just the visuals, too. Like, he's not all the way there yet, either. Cameron Boozer has a polished game. Darren Peterson is explosive scoring when he's healthy.
I mean, you saw a Sixers draft pick dominate college, and he can't jump either.
Yeah, but he's actually all-around player. Like, he dominates in the low post. He's a great passer out of it.
That's literally...
He rebounds very, very well. He's a shooter.
You're literally describing Janai Broom.
No, not even close.
He's a great rebounder, great passer.
He didn't put up numbers like that.
He was dominating college.
No, not his freshman year. Go back and look.
I'm talking about last year.
Yeah, he was a fifth-year senior. Congrats. And then Darren Peterson, as the Kobe comparisons continue. And I know they were playing...
Why can't we just call him Jody Meeks?
I think Kansas is playing BYU. And
why can't we just call him...
All right, he's nothing like Jody Meeks. But anyway, we also have Caleb Wilson rising up the ranks. A lot of people have him in the top three now above DeBansta. I think Caleb Wilson is a taller, better offensive version of OG Anunoby. Well, their games are very different, though. OG Anunoby is more shooting-wise. Caleb Wilson has a better handle.
I mean, I got to do some more research on these guys before I could chime in.
Yeah, this guy doesn't watch college as much as me. I watch ball. That's what I do.
This guy's the college guy. I'm the NBA guy.
I also know NBA. I watch the Knicks every game, so
That's not no
that's
NBA.
seeing
that's
every
the-
single team because I watch them against every single team. So I see all these teams too. So
one game samples or
no, they play each other at least twice a year, so I see them at least twice.
that's not enough.
And that's on top of watching college and all the other stuff I watch. So say less. I'm hip to the score, hip to the scores, hip to all balls.
Speaking of hip,
All right. Does someone have a hip pointer though?
oh, what?
Nothing. It's an injury type. But I was saying like, do you have a pointer for hips? Where should your hips go on your shot? I'm kidding. On a more serious matter, the college game is getting intense now as we head into February, which this pod will probably be out February. We also are getting closer to March Madness, which means teams are jockeying. And now that football is over next week, this coming week for us, we are seeing the glimpse into what the future could be for college. And I'm enjoying it, and the NBA will pick up too now, right around the All-Star and trade deadline, which our next segment is. We gave you a sneak preview, but let's talk more about this Giannis ordeal.
I mean, I kind of wanted to go off topic before we did this. I was thinking about it today. I was watching some hockey as we were referring to other sports like football. I was watching hockey before, and it made me think, like,
It's an NBA pod.
has there ever been 3 siblings on one team in any sport? Like, because I was thinking that the Devils will soon trade for Quinn Hughes to make 3 Hughes brothers on the same team. Has there ever been that many siblings on
No.
one team?
No, I could probably say that with certainty. I doubt it. When has there been 3 siblings in one sport to begin with? So probably not. And back to the topic of trades, though.
Well, I mean, you
Giannis-
could tie in the trade with the Quinn Hughes thing.
All right, this is an NBA pod. Giannis. The Giannis sweepstakes are continuing. The only
Talking
thing,
about the college, why can't I talk about hockey?
it's not the same sport.
So, we talk on the mind, not scripted.
All right. I wear a Rangers beanie right here, but
Say less.
I think our audience may have some liking to hockey, but I'm not a hockey expert. That's why I don't want to talk about it.
I'm not asking you for your expertise.
All I want to do is get the pod moving to the honest trade talks.
I mean, what is there to say if he's...
What I'm asking you is what your thoughts are before this deadline Thursday. As we are taping this Saturday, this might come out Sunday or Monday, or even later. So this is a little insight onto what the current state, what your thoughts are currently.
Well,
Not the news, your thoughts.
as of you're hearing this, I bet he's not traded yet, and it'll go down to the wire on Thursday. I know a lot of teams are interested in him, but how many teams actually have the pieces that are necessary to move on from Giannis? Is this something that's going to be delayed into the offseason?
Could be. I think it's wise for the Bucks to wait. Now the question is, are the agent and Giannis going to pressure the Bucks to making the deal sooner rather than later by sitting out? I'm not sure.
I mean, how many more injuries can you fake?
Yeah, I mean, the only thing is, if he does that, do the Bucks even really care since they're trading him anyway?
Who said they wanted to trade him?
Well, I mean, you put 2 and 2 together, they're going to trade him. He's
'Cause
not
they
going
have to.
Yeah, I'm saying at some point, do they really care if they're tanking?
I mean, they don't have their pick. Don't you know it was traded in that Knicks trade for Bridges? Protected top 4 pick to the Nets. So,
Like I was saying, though, the pick,
It's
top four protected.
I was
So
saying
if
that.
if it
I
goes
was
into-
saying that.
No, yeah, yes, but it's top four protected because what if they're tanking to get that top four? So there you go.
So
It
you're-
actually helps
You're saying
that
Giannis
Giannis-
to the Nets
No, I'm saying
for that
Giannis.
top 4 protection pick.
I'm saying they're
That
pick.
makes sense.
No, I'm saying
Get some
that
young
they are
guys.
trying to get the top four pick anyway. So why would they care if Giannis doesn't play? They are trying to lose so they could keep that pick. It's protected, meaning that they own the rights to it if it falls in 4.
My mindset's locked into now. They should look at the Nets and try to get some young players in that pick back.
No.
That would make complete sense. And he wants to play in New York anyway, so
Yeah, Brooklyn's not the Knicks.
yeah, but they'll be better than the Knicks.
No, not if they get Giannis, because that depletes the whole team even more. Think about all the contracts they have to stack just to get to him.
Michael Porter Jr. and
Yeah, and that team is...
Claxton.
How is that ever any close to better? Because Giannis will already not be able to do it on his own. He's looking to go to a contender, not a
They're not going to do it in 1 year.
Yeah, but you're not understanding why he wants to trade. He wants the trade to go to a better team that has a chance to win now. Because he's 31, he's not going to wait a year, 2 years, 3 years. He's going to a contender. That means the Knicks, Heat, Spurs,
Rockets.
there's Dark Horse, Wolves, Warriors. All those teams that were mentioned for a reason, because he has the power to say that, because he will not sign an extension with the Brooklyn Nets
You sure, Giannis?
or the Portland Trailblazers for that, because they've also been trying to get their hands into it.
Giannis and Dame Lillard back together.
That doesn't make any sense. Why Giannis would want to go to Portland makes zero sense. So get back into line of being the third team in the Knicks trade, Portland. Play your role and get out of the picture.
What about the Suns? They don't have
I
any
don't see
picks,
that.
so.
Yeah, I don't see that happening. They would have to involve a third team, and they're already not the ideal situation being a non-contender.
Why is the Ja Morant situation going under the tape, like under the radar?
Because Giannis.
Like no one even cares that he might get traded too.
It's also that he's never lived up to what he should be. Be honest with you, he never really had a run yet. Never an MVP type season like some of these other guys have around the same age.
I mean, he was in the running for MVP at one point.
In the running or having an
Top
MVP.
3.
All right, yeah, but I don't really see him as a factor like he used to be. Even if he goes to Miami, you still got to deplete that team even more.
You have to deplete every team.
Yeah, but these other teams like the Knicks, Spurs...
They don't even have the depth to win with him. You
Not
already
that-
don't have depth now. How are you going to trade multiple players for Giannis and expect to win? That is why it might get into the offseason and maybe a better trade will come.
Right. That was my whole point, though. So it also frees up more draft picks for teams like the Knicks, by the way. We can't trade any firsts until the offseason.
Yeah, I mean, they have to trade something of value, and
Yeah, I
the way
think...
it's looking, Towns doesn't really have that value for Giannis.
Honestly, if you think about it, the Knicks have the best chance because of Towns, because he's one of the few tradable pieces that matches the salary of Giannis to a T. You don't have to combine. That way, if you're trading 1-for-1 even with picks,
You said they don't have that many.
even if it goes into the second apron next year, which they would be, you still could do it because you're not stacking contracts.
Then how are you going to get depth with a second apron team?
What are you talking about? If it's just 1-for-1 and picks.
It's not going to be 1-for-1.
I'm just saying that's possible with picks.
That's not even possible.
It is with the contracts. It works.
I don't think
They're
they
$1
have-
million apart in contracts. Do your research. Do the knowledge.
I know.
What
but
other player?
They're not
What other
comparable.
tradable piece?
They're not comparable. One
What
for
other
one.
tradable piece fits that?
you're
Tradable piece that fits that same contract.
No one's doing 1-for-1 trades. That's not how you trade in the NBA.
My point is, if it had
Unless
to be,
it's-
if
Unless
it
it's
had to
Steve
be,
Nash for or Steve Nash for Kid.
doesn't matter. But anyway, the point is that their
Trae Young for
salaries
Luka.
match almost.
Trae Young for Luka.
Yeah. How's that working out for both those teams right now? Both traded away.
Who else is on the market?
I mean, we kind of already did this stuff, but I was just priming the Giannis thing because that's the most talked about right now.
Is a back injury the most underwhelming injury of an NBA player? Because it feels like once someone messes their back up, it's like their season's done. But they still somehow try to play, but it's just not the same.
Playing with a hurt back isn't easy. I could say that.
Have you ever done it in real life?
Yeah.
Well, what was deterring you from playing to your capabilities? Just the pressure?
Well, your back is involved in every single thing you do.
I mean,
You have to move, and if your back's constantly hurting like that, it's hard to move for one, hard to shoot, hard to defend, hard to jump. Every single aspect of your game is impacted.
Are you defending Ben Simmons?
No, I'm not defending him.
Do you want to sign him for the Knicks?
No, he's done, but that has nothing to do with having the lack of confidence to hit a free throw or lack of confidence to take even a three-pointer ever, so that was way before the back.
I mean, you saw your guy Jakob Pertl have a back injury, and now he's like barely playing, and when he does, he's just back out the next couple games.
Yeah, his season
No pun
might be a
intended.
loss. Yeah, his season's a last cause at this point. I actually let him go, so
Yeah.
I gave up on him.
Speaking of giving up, I will not give up for you, Paul George. I'm one of the few left.
We are taping this as of it came news today that Paul George will be out the next 25 games for an undisclosed.
Violation of anti-drug policy.
Which to me means only one thing. My co-host will not admit it. There is no punishment of 25 games for a small offense.
That's what you
That
would
means
think.
it was a performance-enhancing drug.
You would think that, but
No, it's not. You would think that. It's common sense.
what if it's just like some
No.
other drug that's not,
25
not
games.
that great for you? And
25 games is a severe punishment for something so small, like even if it was like cocaine or something like that, you would expect a smaller term.
Tylenol.
You're allowed to have Tylenol in the NBA. Antidepressants you're allowed to have.
Are you sure?
Yep.
All kinds? You're allowed to have some.
The ones that don't have any steroid or performance-enhancing abilities.
What if he didn't know that was in there? He didn't know that was in there.
That's his job to know as an NBA player. You follow the rules to the script. They know that because people have been caught before for drugging.
What if he accidentally took someone else's medicine?
No, he admitted that he was taking it. You need to stop. Stop
I
apologizing.
will not
He did
fault
what he
him
did.
until the real news comes out.
The real news came out.
No, they
And
didn't
he
say
used it. What he did was an excuse.
They didn't
My
say
mental
what it
health
was.
has been bad the past few years because I'm playing like trash and sitting half the games. That's why he's in mental health help. He's getting $50 million to sit on the pine half the time.
Are you rhyming?
Yes.
Do you stand with Paul George?
No. I don't
Do you sit
support
with
cheating.
him?
I don't support cheating.
Do you even sit with him?
Maybe. As I'm seated here, let's get right into the next point. Mind you of the week! Back live and in person, live and in color. We're not live. But we're back for another grandiose week of the telemarketing of the greatest segment on earth from the depths of the radio halls. We find the absence of clarity in certain situations often. That is where the conspiracists like myself thrive into the depths of revealing the actualities of life.
He starts capping.
The actualities of life. And with life, sometimes we are blinded not only by agendas of the players, but by the agendas of the Sterns, of the Silvers, the Sterling Silvers.
Are you going to get on with your point?
The agendas of...
Are you done yet?
A brand.
They want to hear what you're going to say.
The agendas of a brand do not fault the intro of a great segment. And the agenda today is protect your goats at all costs, even if it means lying, which the NBA has been known to hide things from the public. This has happened numerous times. My GOAT, Michael Jeffrey Jordan, he was banished from the NBA.
My GOAT or Doug GOAT?
My GOAT.
That's two different things.
It's not a fact. Carry on. Michael Jeffrey Jordan was banished to the MLB ranks, interestingly enough, at a time after his dad passed away from gambling debt murder. For those who are not hip, his dad was killed due to gambling debts. Whose gambling debts do you think did that? Do you think it was his dad that had all that money?
No.
It was himself. Michael Jordan was known for being a heavy gambler and gamer, as in poker, as in golf games, card games, possibly basketball games. Now, we're not saying NBA because we are not indicting.
Michael Jordan's on the FanDuel.
Not indicting him of betting on his own games or not, but it is interesting the NBA swept that under the rug of, oh, he's actually playing baseball because his dad's life dream was to see him as a baseball player. I'm going to pause my NBA career to do that. With actuality, it was David Stern telling him, I'm going to ban you for a year and a half. Go play baseball. We'll tell the public it was that to protect your legacy and make sure you're innocent. So, that said, he did his little streak in baseball and then he came back like nothing had ever happened and like he never left. Right back to the performances, right back to his MVP level play. So, that legacy was protected well. And my point today is, with this talk of this drug use, we have Adam Silver's authored the LeBron James theory. We must protect LeBron James' throne at all costs. This is my legacy as a commissioner, he says. We must not let our prime diva star, the queen himself, the king or whatever you want to call it, get caught for his steroid use. We have tested him and he has failed numerous times. Do not ask me how I know of this.
If he was taking steroids, wouldn't he be, like, feeling it by now?
Why do you think he's been out a lot?
I mean, has he?
He's been out more than ever in his career. After, just having 1 year, 2 years ago, some of his best years, all of a sudden he just back to being hurt and mediocre player. He's not averaging as much as he was. His play looks
mediocre.
I mean, not mediocre, but like if you're compared to himself, like as of 2 years ago. As of 2 years ago.
As a GOAT.
When he was still using. But anyway, I mean, it is like often seen when his muscle tone, especially during his prime, you saw him have the arms of a Aaron Judge-like NBA player. And we all know that the MLB is covering Aaron Judge's steroid use as well. I actually think they use the same doctor and trainer. I may be mistaken, but we often find those coincidences not really being coincidences in the world of mind.
Aren't they both Nike athletes?
Yes. That has no bearing on it. It just means that Nike takes the best of the best, as we've seen through history.
The best of the roids?
No. But sometimes gamblers. But anyway, that is my point. LeBron James, he actually hooked up Paul George with this because he saw Paul George's anger and he knows that it helped extend his career. So he's like, Paul, I want you to use this. Do not tell anybody.
The hyperbaric chamber?
Hyperbolic.
It's
not baric.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I mean, the influence of letting people down, the lack of being able to play games every night. So he had to do something to get out there to keep the fans of Philly quiet as they pay him $50 million.
I mean, you didn't see Paul George getting massive muscles.
The pressure, it's not about massive, it's incremental. You don't just blow up overnight. It takes years.
I think he just
started using it. It's not like he's been using it. I'm saying he started.
How are you going to say it's PEDs when...
That's exactly what the punishment's showing me. It has nothing to do with how do I say. It's exactly what a 25 game would look like. Performance enhancing drug.
What if it's something stupid?
Then it would have been 5 to 10 games. Carry on.
How do you know that? The NBA strict.
Because... Why would they punish something that doesn't help you perform?
Because they're strict and they want to set a tone.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. 25 games is a massive suspension. You don't even realize what that means. It means it was a massive drug he used. It was no baby drug. It's time to get off your Paul George hype train and start realizing reality here, as we do in Mind You of the Week. We realize reality.
I mean...
Realize.
Knowing he's from California, they tend to like the white powder, so maybe he
No, it's actually the green stuff that they like in California. The white powder does not get you 25 games.
Both. Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
That's a heavy drug.
Alright, so what does that have to do with helping him through his mental health?
Maybe he was depressed.
Crack cocaine does the opposite.
Maybe he was depressed and he just took whatever.
No. I don't think that's what it is, and it's also not seem like the type of guy that would do that, to be honest with you.
I mean, he always seems like he's high.
He doesn't. Not like that. Cracked out people are hyper. He's the opposite. He's mellow. You need to do your facts before you come to the search of the pod.
I know what they're like.
Yeah, but it's nothing like Paul, so you need to admit the truth here and put 2 and 2 together on what he said in the quote. It's very clear what he used. He used some type of steroid or performance-enhancing drug because he was dealing with...
a Toradol shot.
It may have been laced with something that he knew about, or this punishment would not have been severe.
Horse tranquilizer.
That's the opposite. All right, but moving on. That is Mind You of the Week. We are on fire! The LeBron James theory.
All right. So, do you guys remember the last segment? The last segment on the last episode?
Is this your famous bio of the week?
Is that what we're calling it?
Yep.
Wait, I didn't even name it yet, did I?
We named it that last week.
Bio of the week! Presented you by... Nothing. No one.
No presenting sponsor necessary. Go ahead.
So this week we have an old-time sniper. Many of you know him from 2K, I would say. If you've played 2K back in the 2010s.
Ooh, Kyle Korver.
I mean, he's not that good of a shooter, like from long range, but this guy was a second-round pick by the Bucks. Played for the Sixers.
Jody Meeks.
Correct. How did you know that? Anyway, he was one of my favorite 2K players growing up to play with because his shot was so pure. Underrated scorer off the bench. He did play for a lot of teams, but that is because every team needs someone like that off the bench. He's not going to wow you with production.
He actually did, though. In Kentucky, he wowed me.
No, I didn't see him in Kentucky.
Now this is your bio. Talk about it.
Well, that's your job, the college sport. But what did he get drafted in his junior year, it says?
This is back when a lot of players didn't make premature jumps.
He made a game-winning 4.7 seconds left against the Florida Gators.
Correct. What about his 40-point games?
He scored 45 against the Razorbacks, which is
Arkansas.
Pat Bev's old team, right?
Woo Pig. Yeah, it's Pat Bev's old team. That's correct. What year was that?
That was 2009.
So that was after he left.
Wait, who's Dan Issel?
Who?
Dan Issel?
Issel? Yeah.
Isn't that a coach?
No, he played in the NBA and in college, obviously.
How do I know that name?
He was a star.
Was he?
Yeah.
For who?
I believe he played for the Nuggets. We're talking 70s and 80s.
With Fat Lever?
I think. Possibly.
Anyway,
English.
This guy
David Thompson
was a second-team All-American, won a championship with the Raptors in 2019, although he probably didn't play much.
All right, we could all read this off Wikipedia. Tell us something fun.
Something interesting is that he still is in the NBA today as an assistant coach to the Pelicans. The Sixers coincidentally play them today on Saturday.
All right, so that's all on Wikipedia as well. I also already knew that.
I mean...
Tell us something fun. That's not fun. That's a fact. It is not fun, though. We know he's a coach.
Do you, though?
I did.
We're not talking to you, though. We're talking to people.
Yeah, so if you
We're
guys
educating
are searching...
you on the lesser-known players that maybe the average fan today doesn't know about.
Yourself?
Obviously, I know about Jody Meeks.
No, you didn't know about that stuff I told you, though.
I don't watch him in college. I watch him once he gets to the pros. Anyway, this segment is catered to the younger audience mostly, or maybe like people who are just getting into basketball and You want to know more players?
We want to know what you know about Jody, not what Wikipedia does. Tell us. That's what the audience is telling me.
He's a bucket. He's someone you go to off the bench. He's going to snipe, catch and shoot threes.
You already said that. Snipe.
Yeah, but that doesn't only mean... That could mean off the dribble. It could mean moving.
Tell us something new.
What are you getting at? I just said a bunch of information.
Last week you told us fun facts that nobody knew.
Alright, so something interesting about him is that he has a sibling that played college volleyball for Southern Illinois.
What's this lady's name?
Colby Meeks is her name. Interesting because, as my co-host said in previous episodes about Chase Budinger, wasn't he brought up at some point?
Yeah. Yeah, Chase Budinger.
Is he one of the disappearing acts, or was that someone else?
Well, no, he didn't really disappear. It's just Chase Budinger. Basically, like what he did, his story was in high school he played varsity for both volleyball and basketball. He got scholarships to play both, but he chose basketball obviously for the money potential, and NBA obviously is more glamorous.
Doesn't this sound eerily familiar?
To what? Ben Simmons?
No, the Spencer brother.
Oh, lacrosse?
Cam? No, it was Pat.
Pat Spencer.
He had 2 scholarships.
Yeah.
Lacrosse and basketball, and he at
got
first chose lacrosse.
Yeah, but he didn't. Budinger didn't choose volleyball until after. It's the opposite.
So it's the Ben Simmons path rather than the Pat Spencer.
Right. Pat Spencer is the opposite.
Which also ties into the Jordan theory. We're naming all the sports. We covered hockey.
We're going through all the sports
we covered
today.
Baseball.
Golf, hockey, baseball, tennis
Volleyball.
is back. Yes! We brought it back.
And we're bringing it back, episode 55 next week. We'll see you then.
Like, share, subscribe for the algorithms. Comment.
Peace.
You know we stay swishing, 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 swishing. Rise up, stay swishing, 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 swishing. Willing every jumper with a flick of wrist. Never a doubt, a fear of miss. Anyone sleeping on my shots get fits. Cause every shot through nets, through rips. Cards, hearts, darts, rewards, smarts, sharks.